Oh, forgot to unpack my bags. I forgot what I was doing. Okay. Okay, friends. We're getting a slightly late start, so I'm not going to say anything. Let's just do yoga. How about that? All right. Seated meditation. So if you want to, take a moment to move around, get your wiggles out, maybe just kind of feel into your body a little bit. And yeah, just feel all that's going on inside, what feels good, what feels tight. And then eventually just find stillness. So sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. And place your hand somewhere, some way intentionally. And just give yourself a moment to really fully arrive in this space. So see if you can just kind of let go of whatever you've got going in your life outside of this room for now. And just really allow yourself to be here. So simply just feel your sit bones on the ground, the weight of your body against the ground. Feel the length from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. And feel into the space inside of you. So notice energetically, how do you feel today? Emotionally, what might be present? Without trying to make anything go away, just notice what's there for you. Notice what you're feeling. Notice how you are. And then start to bring more awareness to your breath. Maybe you visualize your breath using your imagination in some way, or maybe you just feel into the rise and fall, the expansion and contraction of each inhale and exhale. Maybe you notice the sound or even the texture of your breath as it flows through. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. Every little space inside of you fills up with breath, prana, life force. And then big open mouth sigh and just let it go. Ah. Yeah, let's do a couple more like that. So great big inhale, fill up. And perhaps you even sit up taller and just feel energetically like you take up more space. Big sigh, release. Ah. Good. One more time. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Breathe. Feel your breath inside of you. Hold in that fullness. And maybe there's an extra sip or two you can find at the top. Like you're letting go of stress, like you're letting go of heaviness. Sigh it out your mouth. Let it go. Ah. Good. Seal your lips now. Begin to drop into Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat, but it comes all the way down from your diaphragm. Yeah, good. So see if you can start to create that oceanic sound, that whisper noise as you breathe in and out. And feel this breath as a vibrant, energizing breath. So it's relaxing because we're breathing slow and steady. Our exhales are nice and long. But it's also energizing because we're using that gentle effort. We're really filling up and emptying out. We're putting awareness into the breath. We're putting just a little bit of effort behind it. So we're not straining or forcing anything, but there's definitely more attention on our breath. You start to use the muscles in between your ribs a little more, your abdominals, your diaphragm. So right here, you're welcome to stay as long as you want and just really connect to your breath, connect to just your own internal rhythm, your internal pulse. If you're ready to start moving, you're welcome to start moving from your seat where you're at if you want. Maybe just through upper body, arms, even. You could roll your head or your shoulders around. But whenever you are ready, come forward to hands and knees and start to explore from there. So from hands and knees, tabletop, and no rush. Just start to move any way you want to. Feeling into your body, feeling into your spine, your shoulders, your hips, your hands. Yeah, so maybe cat-cows, maybe big circles with your hips. Maybe you just want to sit back into a child's pose for a few breaths. Rest, ground. So notice, how are you this morning? What's going on inside your body? What feels really good, really strong, open? What feels stiff, tight, sore, tender? And then in your next few rounds, friends, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So you can find your way back in your own time and even in your own way. You want to move through a vinyasa to get there, go for it. And back in your dog pose, keep exploring, keep feeling, keep noticing. So feel free to move as much as you want to. You might pedal out your heels. You might bend both knees a lot. Maybe you even come up to your fingertips to find more connection to center. So rather than feeling like all the weight is coming down into your hands, is there a way you can get energy to move up? Can you use your breath? Can you use your strong core? So feel into your dog pose today in this moment. And today in this moment, is there any way you can be a little more efficient in your own body? Is there any way you can make this pose work better for you? Take a couple more rounds into your down dog. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Maybe you give your head a little shake or a little nod. Nice job, friends. One more inhale into your dog pose. And then as you exhale, gaze forward to the top of your mat and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Pause in your fold for a moment. You can have your feet either hips width distance apart or maybe even a little wider than hips width distance for this first fold. So bringing your feet out a little wider gives your pelvis and your hips more space. Maybe a big bend in your knees even. Let your head be heavy. And if you want, you can ragdoll pose it out, grab opposite elbows and just kind of sway, bob, or bounce. Nice, Chris. See if you can feel your big spacious breaths in your back body. So imagine your breath filling up your back body and then moving down the backs of your legs. Nice, Callie. Take just one more. Next inhalation, find your halfway lift position. So spine nice and long. As you stick your butt out, keep a connection to your center. So your belly button draws in and up. Exhale, fold and bow. Just like that, one more time, halfway lift. So crown reaches forward, butt reaches back, connection to your center to protect low back. And then exhale, fold and bow. This time we'll take it all the way up. So come through that halfway lift and keep rising. Reach up and stretch tall. Good, hands to your heart, exhale. Let's flow with our breath for a moment. Inhale, reach up, high mountain. Slow dive, hinge at your hips all the way down and fold. Beautiful, friends. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up, push the ground away. And then exhale, one strong straight line, lower down. Inhale, you choose baby cobra, full cobra, or up dog. So lift your heart, open your front body. Exhale, take it back to down dog. We're gonna keep flowing for a moment, breath to movement. Inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Cam and exhale, let it go. Ah. Press into your feet, lead with your heart all the way up, arms to the sky, breathe in. Hands to heart as you exhale. Let's take that one more time. It's a sun A. Inhale, high mountain. Slow dive as you exhale. Traction out your spine and your side bodies. As you breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. So feel into the length and even strengthen your back body. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. If you can, keep that exhale going as you lower. If you need an extra breath, that's fine, take it. Inhale into a back bend of your choice. Peel your heart open. Nice, Liz. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work, just like that. One more big inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, gaze forward, step or float, top of your space. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, bow, fold. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Arms reach, stretch tall. Hands to heart as you exhale. We're gonna keep flowing. We'll add on a little bit. Inhale, reach up, listen here. Exhale, side body stretch of your choice over to your right, hips to your left. All the way to empty in your breath. Through center, inhale. Other side, exhale. So up and over, reach. Back to center, breathe in. Little baby back bend. Cactus your arms, navel to spine, exhale. Lift your heart, curl open. Re-extend, realign, inhale. And then stick your butt out all the way down into your fold. Ah, beautiful. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, peel your heart open. Beautiful. And take your hips back, down dog. Good job, friends. We'll pause right here. All right, from your down dog, take your right leg to the sky. So three-legged dog. And if you want to, you're welcome to open your hip or kind of explore in some way. Might roll out your ankle or even circle your knee around. Nice trace. Feel your connection to center. So as you push through your hands, lift right at your belly button. That invisible rope pulls up and back. Take one more inhale. Make your right leg long, strong, and powerful. Nice, Jody. As you exhale, right knee to your nose, scoop out your belly and step forward as soft as possible. Crescent lunge, rise when you are ready. So take your time, rise up, settle in. Nice, Paul. Find stability through your legs. So hips are square, inner thighs face one another, and energetically, your front hip is pulling back. Your back hip is drawing forward. So with your strong foundation, grow into your expression, reach up high, lift your heart, maybe lift your gaze. Beautiful. Take one more big inhale in your crescent lunge. As you exhale, turbo lunge. Cactus your arms, bend your back knee to a hover, or your back knee can even come down to modify. Stay right here. Option only if it will serve you. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, curl open. Create a little back bend. Make it come from mid and upper back mostly. Take one more round wherever you're at. Yes, nice, Susan. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Reach up. Option to straighten your front leg. Option to straighten both legs. And then exhale, bring your hands to the earth. So back to a low lunge. Root into your front foot. Standing splits. Left leg floats high. Take a moment. Long, strong, powerful. See if you can spread your left toes. Nice, Kay. So your left foot is active. There's energy shooting all the way up into your left toes. Find your connection to center. Awesome, Callie. Take one more big inhale, friends. Maybe lift a little bit higher. And exhale, forward fold. Set your left foot down next to right. You can give your right leg a little shake out if it wants it. Big toes touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. Yes. So heels can press towards the ground or stay on the ground to work ankle flexibility, or heels can lift up to work strength. If you lift your heels up, lift them as high as you can, and that'll allow you to get your nose closer to your knees and become more compact. Nice job, friends. Take 1 or 2 more rounds in your tiny little potato bug ball or wherever you're at. With your next inhalation, halfway lift. So set your heels down, grow your spine long. You can widen your stance if you'd like. Exhale, fold and bow. Root through your feet, rise all the way to stand, arms reach. Now pause right here. We're gonna sit back into chair. So bend your knees, weight in your heels. For now, weight in your heels and see if you can pick up your toes, spread them apart. Yeah, nice work. So feel all the aliveness, all the energy in your feet. As you sit back, rather than rounding and looking at the ground, see if you can squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, lift your heart up. If when you did that, you lost connection to your center, draw your belly button back towards your spine and feel that connection once again. Nice, Cam. Take one more inhale here, friends. Exhale, arms are the only thing that has to change. Swing your arms back. And if you would like, you can rock forward onto your tippy toes. Lift your heels high. If your heels are lifted, see if you can bend your knees more now. Sit your butt even lower. Take one more round. So good. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. High mountain all the way up as tall as you can grow. Possibly stay on your tiptoes as you dive down slowly. Stick your butt out and use your core. Use that connection. Inhale, nice Susan, heels on the ground as you lift halfway. And exhale, plant your hands, take your feet back, move through your vinyasa. You can add or subtract, you can skip it if you'd rather. Nice, Cam. All right, inhale your left leg to the sky. Take a moment and anything you like. You can open up your hip. You can roll out your ankle. Circle your knee around, point and flex. All right, and then everybody extend your left leg long. Press down into your fingertips. Reach up with your left toes or your left heel. One more inhale. Exhale, scoop out your belly, knee to your nose. Step forward as soft as you can. Low lunge. And rise up when you are ready into your crescent lunge. So strong legs, strong foundation. Thanks, Chris. And then reach up high, maybe gaze up. So feel into your upper body. It's your expression. Maybe you smile. Maybe just soften your face a little bit. Take one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, turbo lunge. So bend your back knee to a hover. Bend your arm or bend your elbows. So cactus your arms. If you want, back knee can come down to modify at any time. Otherwise, imagine you're trying to drag your backside forward. See if you can create a little back bend. Bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. So make it come mostly from mid and upper back, less from low back. Nice, Marriott. Take one more round. So good. Inhale back to crescent. Reach up. Option to straighten both legs if you want to. Exhale, hands to the earth. Standing splits, lift your right leg high. Spread your right toes or point your right toes. So just do something. Make your right foot nice and active. Relax your neck. Try not to strain to hold this pose. So it shouldn't feel like, oh, this is so uncomfortable. See if you can use your core. Don't worry about how high your right leg goes. Hug towards midline with your left inner thigh. One more in-breath. Nice job, friends. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot comes down. Give your left leg a nice little shaky shake. And then big toes touch. Little gap in between your heels. One more time. Tiny little potato bug ball. If you want to this time, option to turn it into a toe stand. So squeeze in with your inner knees, inner thighs, inner heels, and try to point your knees straight forward. So balancing on your toes, spine long, hands to heart. And to balance, the trick is hugging in, finding center. Soft through your face. Take 1 or 2 more rounds. All right, next inhale, halfway lift. So heels down, spine long. You can widen your stance if you want. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet. Let's take it all the way up. Arms reach up, stretch. Hands to heart or arms down by your sides. And just pause here for a moment. Close your eyes and just stand with so much awareness. So root down through your feet, draw up through the crown of your head, broaden through your shoulders. See if you can feel into a neutral spine and neutral pelvis as much as possible. Feel all the space inside of you. We're going to move through that entire flow now, breath to movement, just to really get ourselves warmed up. So if at any time you want to move at your own pace or you want to do your own thing, please feel free. If you need to take a break, totally fine with me. All right, stay as you are, breathe in as big as you can. Hold in that fullness. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Ah. Ujjayi breath. Let's flow. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch of your choice over to the right. Exhale. As you breathe in, come back through center. Other side. Exhale, up and over. You can make it your own. You can switch it up. Inhale, center. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart. Navel to spine, protects low back. Inhale, re-extend. And then slow dive all the way down as you exhale. Ah, good job. Lift halfway. Breathe in. Exhale. Feet back. Chaturanga, or you can skip it if you'd rather. Inhale. Lift your heart. Peel it open. Oh, nice, Callie. Exhale. Downward facing dog. All right. Inhale. Right leg high. Exhale, step through as soft as you can. Crescent lunge, breathe in and rise. Exhale, turbo out of back bend if you want. Inhale, crescent, straighten your legs if you like. Exhale, hands down. Ah. Standing splits, breathe in, left leg floats high. Straight into your tiny little potato bug ball, or just a forward fold is fine. You choose. Exhale. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen, realign. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, take it all the way up. Arms reach up, stretch. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Bend your knees, swing your arms back. Option to float to tiptoes. Option to stay on tiptoes. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Yes, maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down. So it's an exaggeration of what you want to feel every time you dive. Nice work. Halfway lift with your heels on the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, or skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful friends, stay with it. Use your breath, left leg high, inhale. Exhale, step through so softly. Crescent lunge, rise, inhale, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo lunge, option for a back bend if you'd like. Make it come from mid and upper back. Inhale, back to crescent, option to straighten your legs, squeeze your front thigh. Hands to the earth, exhale. Inhale, standing splits, right leg floats. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball or a forward fold if you'd rather. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet, rise up. We're gonna go straight into one more round. Reach up, inhale. Side body stretch of your choice to your right, exhale. Stay with your breath through center, inhale. Other side, up and over, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, center. Little baby back bend, cactus your arms, curl open. Yes, nice, K. Inhale, re-extend. Take your slow dive down, forward fold. Amazing, you guys. Lift halfway as you inhale. Feel all that length. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Slowly lower, chaturanga. Strong arms, strong core. Lift your heart, nice, Jody. See if you can keep your elbow tips pointing back. Exhale, down dog. All right, listen here. Inhale, right leg high. You can hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Aim as high as you can on your arm. Push the ground away. Very nice. Back up, lengthen. Now, everybody exhale, knee to your nose and step through softly. Crescent lunge. One more time on this side. Rise. Turbo lunge. Cactus your arms. Bend your back knee. Optional back bend. Thanks, Chris. Inhale, crescent. Option to straighten both of your legs. So both legs are powerful. Exhale, hands come down. Ah. Standing splits. Blow your left leg up. Tiny little ball. As you exhale, get small and compact all the way to emptiness. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift position. Spine nice and long. And then fold as you exhale. Root through your feet all the way up. Big full body stretch. And then exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Bend your knees, swing your arms back. Option to float to tippy toes. Option to stay on your tiptoes. High mountain, super tall, super, super tall. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive. Big balance challenge. Yay, nice, Liz. Heels on the ground, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Skip it if you'd rather. Lift your heart, inhale. Lift your hips, exhale. Beautiful. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. You can hold right here or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Get as close as you can, little twist. Nice work. Inhale, lengthen, three-legged dog. Left to left. So aim as high as you can on your left arm. Yes. Inhale, back up, lengthen. And then everybody, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly and step forward softly. Crescent, rise. Last time on this side. Exhale, turbo. Cactus your arms, bend your back knee. Maybe add your back bend. Inhale, back to crescent. Option to straighten both of your legs. Thanks, Cam. Exhale, hands to the earth. Woo. Inhale, standing splits, right leg high. Good job. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball or forward fold is just fine. Inhale, halfway lift. Now listen. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank and pause in your plank. Strong core, strong shoulders, one arm at a time. Come down to your forearms, forearm plank. Elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide. You want a little less intensity, you can make a tripod with your hands instead. Feel your strong shoulders, so press down through your forearms, hugging with your upper arms. Gaze down, back of your neck is long, soften your face. Feel your strong core, draw your belly button in and up. Imagine there is a rope attached to your belly button, and it starts to pull up towards the ceiling. Start to walk your toes in towards your elbows and lift your hips super, super high. Dolphin pose. So as you walk your toes in, try not to let your elbows drift apart. Try to let your core Do as much of the work as possible. Let your neck relax and imagine you're trying to press your heart towards the back wall. See if you can stay in your dolphin pose for just 3 more deep breaths. This is one of the best poses for our shoulders and our upper back. Soften. Ha. Good job. You're so much stronger than your mind wants you to think you are. So use your breath. Take 1 more. You got it. And end of that exhale, go ahead and bring your knees down and just take a moment to rest, either in child, embryo, or heroes. So feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. After that breath to movement flow, is it a little easier to feel the energy inside of you circulating around? In your next breath or two, rise up to tabletop position, hands and knees. From hands and knees, we will move into a modified side plank on our right side first. So pivot on your right knee, right foot comes out like a little kickstand, left leg reaches back, and then left arm up, open towards the windows. So notice if it feels like you're sticking your butt out, try as best you can to press your hips forward. So squeeze through your outer right glute. It's called your medial glute. It's really hard for us to engage for some reason. And then if you would like, you can float your left foot off the ground, but try not to stick your butt out. If you would like, you can reach your left arm forward and feel all that length through your left side. Final option, if you want to only, you do not have to, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Thanks, Chris. Once you've got it, kick and pull gently. See if you can kick your foot back rather than up and press your hips. Yeah, press your hips forward. So squeeze your outer right butt cheek. Take 1 last big, huge breath. End of your exhale, nice and easy, super slowly. Come out of it, tabletop position. From your tabletop, take your right leg and extend it straight out to the right. And if you want, for a moment, friends, you can kind of play here. You can reach your hips back, forward. I think it feels really nice. But eventually we're moving into thread the needle. So whenever you are ready, you'll just take your left arm out and up, thread it through. No hurry. So left arm threads through. Yeah. So imagine you're reaching your left fingertips towards your right big toe. Some people are able to grab their big toe. If you can, go for it, but you don't need to force it. And then breathe a lot into your back body. Back, ribs, space between your shoulder blades, your low back. Nice work. Take about 3 more rounds here. And then if you do happen to have your right hand lifted, bring your right hand back to the earth. Next time you inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up, open. Left hand down, pick up your right foot, swing your right leg off the left side of your mat. Toes can be curled under, or you can untuck them, it's up to you. Pull your hips over to the right as you gaze back over your left shoulder. So try to use your entire body to gaze back over your left shoulder and kind of lean into it. Feel around, breathe into it. Yeah, beautiful. 1 more round of breath here. Nice trace, come back, tabletop, and then take it back to down dog. All right, from your dog pose, inhale your right leg to the sky. And then peel your right hip open. So bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. You can absolutely just stay right here, or option, lower down to your left forearm. Nice and easy. So like you're moving into a dolphin pose with your left forearm. And then start to walk your right fingertips as far forward as you can. So right hand reaches forward, and you feel all that length in your right side. Keep pressing down a lot through your left forearm like you do in dolphin. Keep hugging in with your left inner thigh. If you're in this funky variation, take one more deep breath here with me. And then everybody, three-legged down dog, square off your hips. So come back up to your hands, square off your hips. If you need to, you can set your right foot down and then lift your right leg back up. Take one more big inhale, three-legged dog. Nice job. Exhale, step through, low lunge. And then warrior two. So back heel pivots down, cartwheel your arms up. All right. Take a moment to settle in, find your breath. Feel your front knee tracking open towards your pinky toe. Stay strong through your back leg. Press through the outer edge of your back foot. All right, everybody bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades squeeze your spine. And if you can, start to reach your hands back. It maybe lift your heart up. Take one more inhale here. This is called ostrich pose. It's different from humble warrior. As you exhale, you're gonna bow. Your head comes down towards the center of your mat rather than the front of your mat. Keep that deep bend in your right knee and keep pressing into your left foot, left leg strong. Keep tracking your front knee towards your pinky toe. See if you can lift your knuckles up and work that opening in the front of your shoulders. Yes. This is intense. See if you can be with that. Breathe into that. Yes. One more big, huge full body breath. Now listen, end of your exhale, hands to your low back, release your clasp. Hands can come to the ground. You're going to press into your right knee with your right hand. You're going to reach your left fingertips back towards your left foot and turn towards the back wall. So like you're turning away from your front leg as you lunge deeper into your front knee. Yeah, press your knee open. Turn your chest, your torso towards the back of the room. Left fingertips reach towards your left big toe. One more big deep breath. End of your exhale. Let that all go. Wide-legged straddle. So straighten your front leg, parallel both feet, and just anywhere you'd like to take this for a few rounds. Big deep breaths. If you've lost your ujjayi, bring it back. Notice, feel, observe. Next time you inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. And then pivot one more time, your right toes forward, just like they were before. Start to crawl your hands forward. We're gonna move into a half moon. So your right toes are now facing forward as your back leg floats up. Left arm might eventually reach up. Yeah, good. Everything is open. Squeeze your outer right butt cheek to open through the front of your hips more. Back leg strong and powerful. Only if you want, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot, and then work the pose with gentle leverage. Try not to kick your foot so much up, more back, and your heart looks up. Yes. Awesome, Chris. Beautiful, friends. Amazing, Tracy. One more full round. You guys look so good. And then super slowly forward fold top of your space. Woo, pedal out your heels, kind of move your hips a little bit side to side. Halfway lift position, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Inhale at the top of your push-up, find your strength. Slowly lower all the way to your belly. And we're gonna stop for a moment and take a shoulder pigeon. So right arm out to the right, palm faces the ground, gaze towards the windows, and then roll up onto your right side. Make sure you can relax your head either on the ground or a block. I personally enjoy bringing my left foot down behind me, but if there's any other way you want to explore, you're welcome to. Sometimes I like to take my left peace fingers to my left big toe And extend my left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Some people like to take a quad stretch. Focus, excuse me, primary focus is on your right shoulder. Take about 3 to 5 more breaths. Soften your face, your jaw, your eyebrows. See if you can breathe even bigger than you thought you could. Last round. And then ease your way onto your belly for a moment. Just turn your head the opposite direction. Your arms can rest wherever they feel comfortable, down by your sides, out to your sides, and either just kind of shimmy your hips side to side a little bit, or bend your knees and windshield wiper your shins. If you windshield wiper, make sure your knees are at least hips width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Breathe down into your low back. Feel the support of the ground underneath you. Feel your belly expand into it with your breath. And then in your next couple, tabletop, find your way up, hands and knees. Yeah, if you want a quick child's pose, go for it. All right, we're moving into a modified side plank on our left side this time. So pivot on left knee, left foot comes out behind you or out to the side of your mat. Right leg reaches back, right arm up. So the tendency, again, people love to stick their butts out. It's so much easier. See if you can press your hips forward and open through the front of your hips. So again, it's your medial glute, that muscle on the outside of your left butt cheek. For some reason, it's so hard for us to find and engage. So start to get a little more curious. Maybe your right leg floats up. Maybe your right arm reaches forward. Work the length in your right side. Or if you want to, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Half bow variation. Kick foot into hand. Pull hand back into foot. Try not to kick up, which is easier, I know. Kick back. Let your heart look up. Squeeze your outer left glute, open through the front of your hips. Beautiful, Liz. Nice, Callie. So much better. One more full round of breath. And slowly come back. Tabletop, hands and knees. Take your left leg straight out to the left. And if you want to, you can explore. It's called a gated child's pose or a gated up dog. So back and forth a few times if you want. Eventually coming back to neutral and threading the needle with your right arm. No hurry. Big, spacious breaths into your back body. Nice work. So upper back, mid back, low back. See if you can feel all those little spaces. Exhale all the way to empty. Couple more. If you do happen to have your left hand lifted, bring it back to the earth. And then on an inhalation, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up once more. Set your right hand down. Pick up your left foot, swing it all the way off the right side of your mat, toes curled under, or you can uncurl them and point your toes up to you. Pull your hips. You might even adjust your hands, walk them around a little bit. Pull your hips to the left as you gaze over right shoulder. So really try to use your whole body to gaze back and look at your toes. Feel into it. Sometimes I like to round and look under my right armpit. Take one more deep breath. Good job. Come back to tabletop. Take it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg back and up. Peel your left hip open. So bend your left knee, stack your left hip on top of right. Perfect place to stay if you want. Otherwise, see if you can lower down to your right forearm. Right forearm is in dolphin pose. And then left fingertips start to inch their way forward. So crawl your left hand forward and feel the length all the way from your left fingertips up to your left hip, up to your left knee. Yes, nice, Kay. Your right arm, your right shoulder is really strong. Keep pushing down. Take a couple more breaths here. Keep your connection to center. So I know it's really easy to just kind of lean over to the right, hug in with your right inner thigh. If you are down on your forearms, slowly start to come back into a regular three-legged dog. Everybody, square off your hips. And if you need to, you can set your left foot down and then lift your left leg back up. Take one more inhale. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Warrior two, rise. So back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Settle in, slow deep breaths. Feel your strong legs, your front knee tracks towards your pinky toe, your back foot roots down firmly. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Invitation this time to just switch to one finger over. So it's gonna feel a little bit different, a little bit funky. That's why we are here. That's what yoga is all about. Shoulders roll back and down. Maybe reach back, maybe lift your heart up. One more inhale, and then ostrich pose as you exhale. So remember, head towards the center of your mat. You can stick your butt out, but try to keep your front knee tracking towards your pinky toe rather than falling in. Keep your back leg strong, back foot grounded and rooted firmly. Yeah, let your neck relax. So even chin to chest. Jalandhara Bandha, your throat lock. Hear your breath moving through your throat a lot. See if you can lift your knuckles higher. Work that opening in your shoulders. One more big inhale. Nice, Kali. Exhale, hands to low back. Release your clasp, fingertips to the ground. Keep your legs as they are. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left knee and try to push your knee open wider. Reach your right hand back towards your right foot and try to turn your upper body a little bit towards the back of the room. So you're turning away from your front leg, bending, lunging deeper into your front leg and pressing your knee open even more. It's a lot of sensation. Breathe into it. Awesome, Trace. Good job, friends. Twist your torso towards the back wall. Press that left knee open a little more. One last breath. And release wide-legged straddle. So adjust your feet. All of your toes now face forward. Both legs are straight. Anywhere you want to go. So you can bend into your knees one at a time or anything that would feel good for about 5 rounds. No matter where you go, just see if you can stay here in this space, in your body, with your breath, noticing, feeling, just allowing. Last couple of rounds. Open mouth sighs are more than welcome. Ah. All right, fingertips to the ground, halfway lift. Crawl your hands forward and rotate just your left toes forward. Start to transition into your balancing half moon. So left hand reaches out in front of your left toes. Right arm might come to right hip or it might extend up. So you can move into it slowly. You can use a block under your left hand. Try to really open through the front of your hip. So squeeze through your medial glute, your left medial glute outside of left butt cheek, open. And then if you would like, reach back, grab hold of right foot, Ardha Chandra Trikonasana. Work your heart open. So rather than kicking your foot up, kick your foot back. Let your heart, let your hips open. Spread your toes. Everybody make your foot active. One last round. Amazing. Super slow motion. Forward fold. Walk it out. Yeah, move your hips side to side. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. You're welcome to come to your knees if you want. Exhale all the way to the ground, all the way to your belly. Shoulder pigeon, this time left arm out to the left, palm face down. Turn your head right, and then roll up onto your left side. This side might feel totally different than the other, so you might take the same variation or you might not. Make sure your head can relax. Breathe bigger than you thought you could. For some reason, when I'm in this pose and I try to breathe really deep, a lot of times at the very top of my inhale, my breath kind of shakes. So that's something to play with. That means I've met an edge. How can I soften around it? So stay in your body. There's so many things. There's a million things to pay attention to. We just think they're too boring. It's pointless. Our minds are always looking for something more interesting, something to fix, something to control. So this practice reminds us that we can just be. Our minds don't always need to be fixing, that it's okay to just be bored or to be anxious, to be uncomfortable for a couple of breaths. We can sit with that. We can relax around that. Take your last 2 or 3 rounds here. And then as you're ready, just ease your way onto your belly. Turn your head to the opposite side for a moment. Maybe give your hips a little shake or windshield wiper your shins. We're gonna take one more belly back bend here. So turn your forehead to the ground, arms back down by your sides. Exhale all your air out. And as you inhale, lift everything up that you can. Lift your chest, lift your arms, lift your legs, locust pose. Hug in with your inner thighs, stay here. Or options, you can either interlace your fingers or take your full floor bow if you'd like. So whichever variation you are in, all of those variations, inner thighs, hug in to stay out of your low back. Hug in with your inner thighs. Lift through your heart. Breathe down into your belly. Nice, Liz. Nice, Chris. Soft through your face. Back of your neck is long. Take one last round, your fullest expression. Lift, lift, lift. Nice, Trace. Let it go. Ah. Rest your head again to either side. And then same thing. Shimmy your hips. Windshield wiper your shins. If you want to, you can try egg beater shins. So circle your feet in opposite directions at opposite times. Like you're throwing them into a mixing bowl. And then in your next 3 to 5 rounds, my friends, however you want to get there, whatever poses you want to take in between, downward facing dog. Walk it out in your down dog. All right. From your dog pose, inhale right leg to the sky. And then pigeon pose. Right shin comes forward. Set your body down gently. If you'd rather take this on your back or in a seat, please feel free. Otherwise, take as much time as you need to set yourself up with intention. So find the structure, the strength of the pose by hugging in. Front hip pulls back. So keep pulling your front hip back. What we're doing, we're keeping the femur bone plugged into the hip socket. So when we just plop into it, we're just plopping into our joints. We're just exploiting that hypermobility. So we want to support our joints, stretch our muscles. So find the structure, find the integrity, and then soften. Big deep breaths. Notice, is there anywhere you're tightening, you're resisting, you're contracting that you don't need to be? Just by bringing awareness into those tight spaces, see what happens. Ah. If you've gone somewhere else in your mind, you're fixing something in your mind, you're thinking about your grocery list, whatever it may be, see if you can just come back. It's so hard for us to not do anything. This is the practice, just to be where you are at. Be with your breath, be with the sensation in your hips. Feel, is there anything your body is trying to tell you? We don't pay attention. How can we listen to our bodies? And it's not just a switch we flip on and it's like, oh, I know how to listen to my body. It's a practice. It takes time, consistency, trial and error. Take about 3 more rounds. Ah. I'll just leave it up to you, my friends. In your next breath, there's 2 or 3. As you are ready to start to find your way back to down dog. So you can just move back to a 3-legged dog, give your right leg a nice shake, or maybe there's some other way you want to get there. If you do move back to 3-legged dog, give your right leg a nice little shaky shake. Maybe you even want to flip your dog as a counter stretch. Feel free. Maybe you want to move through a vinyasa to kind of reset before we take the other side. Maybe you're already on your back and you want to just stay there. Take some neutralizing movements and then move to your left side. That's fine with me. So I'm just going to say, everybody, in your next couple breaths, find your own way into pigeon on the left side. And this might feel totally different on your left side. So do honor that. We don't have to do the exact same thing on both sides. Our bodies, there are very few people in this world that have completely symmetrical bodies, completely balanced bodies. So since we have imbalances, that means sometimes we need different things on our different sides. So listen to that and honor that, adjust. Make sure wherever you're at, your breath can flow through. Ah. Maybe you even visualize your breath moving down into your left hip. I'm going to say around 3 to 5 more breaths on this side. You can exhale out your mouth anytime. And I'll just leave it up to you ultimately. So please no rush. Stay here as long as you want. But when you feel pretty much even on both sides, just start one final transition into down dog. And any way you want to get there, if you want to flip your dog, any movement you want to take that would feel good in your body. And if you'd rather take a child's pose instead of down dog, please feel free. Back in your dog pose, just really feeling into all the length and space you've created, even the strength in your body. Breathe into all that space. In your next few rounds, friends, everybody find your way onto your back, whichever direction you want to face and however you want to get there. And once you're down on your back, just draw your knees in towards your belly and find a gentle rock from side to side. Thanks, Chris. Keep your right knee drawn in and extend your left leg out in front of you. Just set it on the ground. Move into a supine spinal twist. So scoot your hips over to the right just a little bit. Right arm reaches out to the right and then roll over onto your left side. So you can kind of scoot your hips around if needed. Try to stack your right hip on top of your left hip. And then as you reach your right arm out, or cactus position with your right arm, have the intention of rooting down through the back of your right shoulder and even working the top part of your back ribs, the right side, top part of your back ribs towards the ground. Breathe down into your belly. Bless you. And take one more round. Exhale all the way to emptiness. Slowly unwind, but keep your left leg extended. Keep your right knee drawn in. So adjust if needed. So your hips are back in line with shoulders. Left leg extended. Draw your right knee all the way up towards your right armpit. So hands around the front of your shin or back of your thigh. Squeeze your knee up towards your armpit. Take a great big huge Buddha belly breath. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then half happy baby with your right leg. Sole of your right foot faces the sky. Pull down with your arm. Press up through your heel. Flex your toes. Try to keep a neutral spine. Backs of your shoulders, backs of your hips stay rooted. Imagine a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. One more deep breath. And release your right leg. Full body stretch. Arms reach overhead. Legs extend long. And then actively for a moment, actively reach fingers and toes. Reach, reach, reach. Notice if your front ribs lift a lot. See if you can press down more through your back ribs. So more neutral spine as you reach. Take one more inhale. Exhale, draw your left knee in and move into your supine twist on this side. So scoot your hips over to the left just a bit, left arm out, and roll onto your right side. Gaze up or over your left shoulder. And just pay attention. Does this side feel a little different than the other? Maybe, maybe not. All right, slowly end of your next exhalation, come back to center. So again, kind of adjust as needed. So your hips are back in line with shoulders. And then left knee up towards left armpit, hands around the front of your shin or back of your thigh. Squeeze, 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 big, huge Buddha belly breath. And then a half happy baby with your left leg. Imagine a heavy sandbag on top of your right thigh as you pull your left leg down. So think of working your left knee down towards the outside of your left ribs. And then as you're pulling down with your left arm, press up through your heel and flex your toes. So there's some resistance, there's some stability. And then if you would like, option to turn it into a full happy baby. So whenever you're ready, just lift your right leg up, grab hold of your right foot, and kind of rock it out, play a little bit, embody a happy baby. And then from happy baby, friends, anywhere else you want to go to finish off your own practice. So if there are still some poses your body is craving, now is your time. And then in your next 5 to 7 breaths or so, slowly start to find your way into your final relaxation. All right, my friend. So as you eventually just settle in, let your breath become effortless and let your muscles relax. I'm going to read to you. I don't know who wrote this, but I love it. It says, you just don't have to figure it all out. You just don't have to convey anything to anybody. Just be who you are. Who you are is God. Who you are is love. Who you are is value. Who you are is capable of anything you desire. Who you are is the center of the universe. Who you are is the source out here on a leading edge. Who you are is an extension of source energy who gets to sift through the details for the pleasure and delight of doing it. Who you are is an extension of consciousness that does not seek to prove value or worthiness to anyone. Who just bees. That's who you are. As I play my bowls for these last few minutes, see if you can feel yourself. That is wide open space, that extension of consciousness, that extension of source energy. So wherever all your toes go, you just allow it. Shavasana. Who you are is an extension of consciousness that does not need to seek to prove value or worthiness to anyone. Who just bees. That's who you are. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And slowly move, wiggle through fingers and toes. If you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Just take one last moment to really let your practice seep in, soak in. As you rest on your side body, maybe you visualize it in some way. Maybe you see it as colors or shapes or stardust, just kind of seeping into your body, absorbing. Using the strength in your arms, guide yourself up into seated meditation. So right back where we started. Just close your eyes, gather your hands to your heart. And we'll close this practice intentionally, symbolically, with one big Om. So exhale, clear your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice. Om. Thank you so much for being here, for letting me guide you. Namaste.